Hello there and welcome to some Victoria Free. I had a very fun campaign as Greece. Starting down here you only have the two provinces, or was it three? Anyway, I used an alliance with Austria to really bully the Ottomans very early into the game, slowly reclaiming anything with Greek population. I think it snaked around here, then I took these areas and then I really filled out here. I wanted to kick the Ottomans out of the region. Also, we liberated Ukraine at one point, but that does not benefit me any way at all. I wish that there was a way that you could not only liberate a country, but liberate them as a puppet. That'd be great, because these guys, they popped out and they didn't even have a trade agreement with me or anything. All they have is the, what's it called, the obligation, so that was not really worth my while. We got Moldova here and Wallachia and Serbia as puppets, which is great. It just added an extra bit of force. We got a port over here. I was hoping that this treaty port would come over here just to extend the border, but I only really did it to see what would happen. Down is here, great. And of course, we have a well-known Byzantine colony of Texas, which we just really came in and started producing oil. It went very well. I needed oil somewhere, so of course I invaded the US, because that is where lots of the oil is in the game. That's a bit of ugly border gore right there. Not very good. And let's have a look at the country. We have not number one in GDP, but we do have number one in GDP per capita. It's all very condensed into a couple of particular areas. This, what's it called, Peloponnese, never really took off industry-wise. Nobody ever wanted to live there. You see, most of the buildings just don't have anything going on. Sorry about the lag there. The game does work a lot better in the late game since the last couple of updates Paradox put out. But see, the population is still only there, GDP only there. It's not good at all. As you compare to here, where it's just a metropolis. This entire cove really is just so much. Now, let's have a look here, though. We do have very high literacy, not 100%. It's very hard to get that. But we do have the highest living standards in the world over in Byzantium. A great place to live. It'll be partly caused by our laws. Serfdom abolished. Child labour actually is allowed, and women are still propertied, which I suppose is why life is so great here. But never mind. We do have old age pension, migration controls, but we don't discriminate, which does help get a load of people over. We'll have a look at the cultures and such. Private health insurance, religious schools. I liked religious schools because I had so many Muslims from taking over Turkish land. I thought, oh, let's keep religious schools because then it'll convert the people over. Institutions are pretty good. Social security, education, law enforcement, health system. Yeah, I mean, it's not that great, but it is what it is. Let's have a look at cultures here. So we do have a load of Greek fellas. A few Turks, Albanians, Bulgarians, Occitans. The Occitans are over in Texas, though. I'm not sure what brought them there, but they did all move to Texas. You got quite a bit of multiculturalism. Well, let's have a look at religion. Sunni we are. Does it say here? Well, it says the population is 1.87 million, whilst the Orthodox population is 27.4 million. As you can see from the number 32, that's pretty darn high. For a lot of this game, though, I was a protectorate of Austria. They wanted on obligation to help me in one of my first wars, and then they called in this, and I didn't really want to go have issues with them. So most of the game I was actually Austrian, part of the Austrian market. I just built my industry around whatever the market needed, and so we became very rich. Let's have a look, though, at the markets. We are now in our own personal market. We do lack a bit of infrastructure there, but you see the GDP on some of these places. In Cyprus and Montenegro and the islands, they never really took off. I did build stuff in Peloponnese and Crete, but I struggled to keep the infrastructure up, and so people never really moved there. But it's okay when we do have Thessaly and Attica. I wonder, though, are they bigger than London and Paris? Bigger than Paris. Sorry, there a bit of lag. And bigger than the home counties. That's great. The center of the world is Byzantium, as it should be. Now, this here was great. What else do I need to look over here at all? I don't think there's really much. You've seen my laws, politics and such. It was just a fun time. As I said, we started here, went around, bullied the Turks. That was basically the campaign, bullying the Turks and slowly taking through the land. And then when I had the power to do my own thing, I released Ukraine, and I did think about taking Crimea personally, but I didn't really need it at a point. And of course we released Texas over here. It took a couple of wars though, because it was still split between the two countries of Texas, who the US never took, and Mexican Texas, because Mexico's been pretty safe here. The US has not bothered to go into them at all. Still haven't incorporated it though, but we don't have enough time on the campaign. Let's just speed run off to the end, and then we can see the end screen. I'm not sure why I stopped the game a few months earlier. Probably should have been playing through this because I wanted to show the end screen. I've never actually seen the end screen before, because the games have always lagged way too much towards the end to get anywhere near it. But the latest couple of updates have really helped that a lot, especially the more that come out, the better it gets. This campaign was a lot slower still than the next two I did, but it worked out very well. We may need some new regulations to keep the peace. I really don't give a fuck anymore. It's quite a bit towards the end of the campaign now. In fact, we're not even building. I don't have everything on auto. No, I don't. Everything was central planned in this campaign. Every single thing central planning. It was great. Also, did I ever get good? No, we got up to squad infantry. I think I sent them into Russia, and they had quite a time over there. October, November. Oh shit! It's still 2 months. I should have pressed this a bit earlier, because I've actually pretty much covered everything, haven't I? Huh. Okay, maybe we won't show the end screen. That'll do for this this showcase of my campaign here. Byzantium, I do highly recommend it. Start as Greece, create your Rome. It was a lot easier than expected though, because you would just get a bigger nation to bully the Turks, and then when the power balance is switched, you really just steamroll it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying playing the game yourself, and look forward to hearing from your campaigns on Discord server, where everybody hangs out. We do multiplayers and everybody shows off the campaigns. It's a great time there. The link is down in the description. See you guys. Bye.